That, by the way, that's Linda Deutsch. Oh, here's Catherine. What did she say, Raquel? She said justice is served. Catherine just looked at the microphone in Fox 11 in Los Angeles, said justice is served, and she walked away. And she thanked the jury for doing the right thing. She said, can we turn up Channel 11? Can we get some sound? Please get the audio up on Channel 11.
You see, I don't think that they're going to do a press conference, but we were fortunate enough to be able to talk to some of them. Reedy, can you talk real quick about your mom and everything? Okay. And Reedy Jackson also lived in the courthouse, obviously.
Jury, Randy Jackson, we're happy as well. And now we're waiting for the press conference.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the news conference. That's Steve Cooley.
You guys ready?
Yes, that's Steve Cooley, the District Attorney of Los Angeles.
After Michael Jackson died on June 25, 2009, our Major Crimes Division, under leadership of Head Deputy Pat Dixon and current Head Deputy Gary Hernsberger, worked with the Los Angeles Police Department and the County Coroner personnel to determine what had happened. The coroner ruled the death a homicide. The LAPD investigators secured and then poured through evidence to see where it led. It led to Dr. Conrad Murray. After an exhaustive review of all the evidence and a consideration of the filing standards employed by this office, it was determined that Dr. Murray would be charged with involuntary manslaughter. Deputy District Attorneys David Walgren and Deborah Brazil, both veteran trial attorneys, worked closely with detectives and coroner's personnel during the lengthy investigation. They consulted with a wide variety of relevant experts. They put together a compelling case based upon competent evidence. Their presentation of the evidence in the court was superb. Deputy D.S. Walgren and Brazil exemplify the dedication, professionalism, and discipline of the prosecutors of the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. Their work serves as a model for others. We're gratified the jury saw the overwhelming evidence in this case led to just one conclusion, that Dr. Murray is guilty of involuntary manslaughter in the death of Michael Jackson. We thank the jurors for their hard work and thoughtful deliberations. We also want to acknowledge the court, Judge Pastor in particular, court personnel, bailiffs, and many others who assisted in ensuring that both sides in this case had a fair trial. Finally, we want to extend our personal sympathies to the Jackson family, especially to Prince, Paris, and Blanket. They have lost a beloved father. Nothing can make up for that loss. Now, Deputy D.A.s Walgren and Brazil, like all other district attorney personnel, take their ethical obligations as prosecutors seriously. They believe that it is not appropriate for them to comment too extensively, if at all, on the trial that just was completed. They will be more available, obviously, when Conrad Murray is sentenced, and that will take place, as the judge indicated, on November 29th. With that, we'll answer any questions if we can.
Mr. DA, for those out there who say that this is a lot of effort on the part of your office with very little payoff, with AB 109, this person may not see state prison, may not even see county jail, although we've seen some today. Respond to that, to the importance of this case, despite the fact you weren't going to get much time in state prison for this.
Well, it was a homicide. Someone lost their life. 3 children lost time with their father because of so much criminal negligence. So the effort in that regard was worth it, just to make that point, to prove that point. But you make a point also. AB 109, the so-called realignment that will eliminate the potential for a traditional state prison sentence in state prison in this case, because this case is one of the so-called non-violent, non-serious, non-vegetable sex offenses. AB 109 was a fool's errand. I've been speaking out against it since it was first proposed. Unfortunately, the governor, the legislature, and some others who have embraced it have gone on this fool's errand course, and this is probably the first of many, many, many poster children cases that will reveal how 109 is potentially a complete failure, a criminal justice disaster, and it will impact public safety.
To what degree was, I'm sorry, one more follow. What degree was this case a message to physicians? Because doctor shopping is an issue, particularly in Hollywood, individuals looking for physicians to do their bidding. To what extent was this case a message to them?
It was a very strong and powerful message that this sort of conduct does rise to the level of criminal negligence, and to the extent someone dies as a result of them playing the role as Dr. Feelgood, they will be held accountable. Unfortunately, deaths from prescriptions, prescribed medications, is the #1 cause of death in the United States of America this year. It used to be automobile accidents, now it's prescribed medications. And in this particular town, Los Angeles, we see many examples of high-profile people succumbing, giving up their lives because of their addiction to prescribed medications. And they're oftentimes aided and abetted by unscrupulous and corrupt doctors. So, fair warning to them.
Mr. Walgren or Ms. Brisbane make a statement. Just you've been through this every day. Your thoughts at this point?
The only thing I'd say at this point is I just want to thank Judge Pastor for overseeing a very fair and well-run trial. And I'd also thank, most importantly, the jury for being so conscientious in their duties. As the judge indicated in court, they were so diligent, so responsible, and punctual and respectful of the process and the system, and they did that at great sacrifice to themselves. At this point, I just thank the jury, and our sympathies go out to the Jackson family at this time for the loss that they have suffered. Not a pop icon, but a son and a brother, and I think that's most important to keep in mind today. Thank you.
Deborah?
Thank you.
All right.
Mr. Cooley,
Pete?
someone already mentioned the notion of Dr. Murray may not do much jail time. Does the suspension of the medical license, which I think is part and parcel of any possible sentence, does that stand sort of like a smoking hole in the landscape for the medical profession and those who want a doctor shop?
It's my understanding that a felony conviction, particularly in the context of this sort of negligence, will result in the automatic suspension of his medical license. He'll lose his medical license.
Will that be just here or in other states as well?
I would hope other states would honor California's conviction. They've all had a chance to see the consequences of the doctor's actions.
Does that send a message?
Sure.
I have heard commentators throughout the trial talk about how this was really a medical malpractice case, but there's quite frankly a view of this evidence that fits quite nicely into a theory of second-degree murder. And then there were people, of course, Michael Jackson fans who wanted murder. So can you talk about that decision to go with manslaughter? I understand it, but can you talk about that?
Why wasn't this second-degree murder?
There's a theory of second-degree murder based upon implied malice, that the doctor's conduct was so reckless that it amounted to malice in this context. This theory of murder was examined carefully based upon the evidence gathered by LAPD and the coroner's findings. Many lawyers in our office did review that as a possible alternative, and after careful consideration, we redounded to involuntary manslaughter as the most accurate charge to characterize the doctor's misconduct. His conduct certainly was medical malpractice, but his conduct also resulted in a criminal homicide.
Why didn't you do voluntary manslaughter?
There's a number of high-profile cases under your watch, obviously, and this is one that you won straight out. Is this a vindication of your office?
Well, first of all, I can hardly remember any of the high-profile losses. Just in the last month, this office has achieved either the death penalty or secured convictions in some of the most notorious serial murder cases in the county's history. And we filed new charges. These are all significant accomplishments of an office that has mastered its craft and does it very well. In terms of other so-called losses, we routinely achieve a 95% conviction rate, despite the fact we try literally hundreds of murders every year. These are tough cases, gang cases, so I don't really, maybe it's just me in my old age, I don't really recall any high-profile losses recently. Well, I got one, but that's one out of the 60,000 felonies we try a year in and year out. We're doing pretty good. This is just another in a string of high-profile victories, along with the thousands of routine, non-high-profile convictions we obtained.
There was some speculation or a lot of talk during the trial, because I've been listening to a lot of talk, about maybe putting Jackson family members or the children on the stand. Was that ever taken seriously?
That would be a trial decision that would lead to my great trial lawyers.
We're going to go right back to the video and the conference here, but you're looking at Politics 101 right now. If you notice, that is a fleeting glimpse of David Walgren, the man who actually won the case, and now you are looking at the district attorney.